You say yoga means union, right? Definition, yoga, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the root word of religion comes from legare and re. And legare means to bind together, and re means again, to bind together again. The prescriptive definition of religion.
Mm-hmm.
Yoga means union. Those are somewhat synonymous.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair to say? Yoga and religion would be synonymous definitions,
Well,
or at least
in its
same direction?
essence it would be, but not in its present form of practice, both I'm saying. The way yoga is practiced in America is not synonymous of union. The way religion is practiced largely
The way
across the
religion is
world.
practiced in the world is not
Yeah.
synonymous with what real religion
So
is either.
both of
Yes.
them, in definition, maybe they are same, but unfortunately the way it is practiced is very different. But why yoga is simply because this is not based on belief system, it is based on your experience, at least you know where the hell you're going. With belief system, you just believe you're going in a certain way, which gives you a certain psychological comfort, it gives you solace. So essentially the choice is this, are you seeking solace in your life? That is, you want to just quieten your mind and be happy with little things, or are you seeking a solution for this life? Because once you have come with this human intelligence, if you don't immediately get engrossed with some petty thing around you, it is natural for every human being to think, what is all this about? Where did I come from? Where will I go? What is the process of this life? What is the meaning of this? What is the purpose of my existence here? And is my existence just a blimp that I just come and vanish, or is there something else? Essentially, what is the nature of my existence? This is a question that no human being can avoid unless somebody works on you very young and they tells you are this, you are that, you are going to this heaven or hell or whatever. Unless somebody washes you up like this, it is very, very natural for every human being to ask these questions. And these questions are good, this confusion is good, because when you realize you do not know, see, people have misunderstood and unfortunately not understood the significance of I do not know. I do not know is the most significant thing in your life, because the moment you see I do not know, the longing to know, wanting to know, seeking to know is a natural consequence. Once there is a strong seeking, knowing is not far away, because anything that you wish to know about life, you don't have to search through a microscope or a telescope, because you are life. This is life. Right now I may call this by a name, right now it may have an identity in the world, but essentially this is life, and this is the only life I can experience. See, right now all these beautiful trees, I don't experience them. I only experience them the way they happen within me, the way they reflect in the firmament of my mind, and how I relate to them. Whichever way, I will only experience these trees within myself. There is no way I can experience these trees out there, and that's true for everything. You cannot experience anything out there, it can only happen within you. All experience, pain and pleasure, joy and misery, agony and ecstasy can only happen within you. Every kind of experience happens within you. When you understand this, well, if you realize I do not know, and then you start looking, naturally you will understand this. Once you understand this, finding the nature of your existence and becoming the master of your destiny is a natural consequence. The problem is we kill I do not know with belief systems, ideas, philosophies, ideologies. If you keep all these things aside, I think that's what in some way you did in your desert. I don't know which desert you went to. You didn't go to Kalahari, did you?
No, I was Sahara and then West Texas.
Okay. So, so in a desert means you're alone. So as you said in your own words, initially you're confused and struggling, but then as you pay attention, because when you nothing else to pay attention to, you naturally pay attention to how you work, every muscle in your body, the breath, heartbeat, everything, then you will start noticing what you call as within or what you call as me is an entire universe, and that's the only universe you've experienced. You have not experienced any other universe. The only and only universe and the only and only world that you have experienced is what has happened within you. Once you realize this, then you fix the world the way you want it, within yourself. Outside world, we do our best.
So you think it's the outside saying, because I've gone through that, well, man, I felt like I had to be in the know. Only recently have I shaken hands with the fact, no, I love to be in the know. I also want to be in the know of what I don't know. And like, I want to know what I don't know and know that I do not know. And saying, oh, that's a good thing, Matthew, was what I'll tell myself. So, but do we not give ourselves enough credit to, or is the I don't know is like a blind spot? It's like, whoa, I don't know.
No, I know is a blind spot. Let me clear this. I know is a blind spot. See, right now, let's say you're driving, a truck was coming behind you and you saw it in the mirror. So do you see what is behind the truck? So you know there is a truck coming, but that's a blind spot, it blocks everything else. So right now you think, I know, that's like a blot in your brain, it doesn't allow you to see anything else. If you see I do not know is not about things around you. Fundamentally, see, you and me are sitting here talking long distance. We're sitting on a round planet, the damn thing is spinning all the time and also hurtling through the space at tremendous speed. In the middle of nowhere, nobody knows where this cosmos begins, where it ends. In the middle of nowhere, a tiny little mechanism called solar system. In that tiny little, super tiny place called planet Earth, in that Texas is a micro super space, in that Austin City is a super micro space, in that you're a big man. This is the problem. Because the moment I think I know, I become big in my perception. Once I become big, inevitably I'll make a fool of myself. Whether I realize this in this life or not, somebody who has eyes to see will see this is a bloody fool.
Yes, love it. I know is a blind spot. Heard. But we tell ourselves, the world tells us the opposite. That no, to do, the self-assurance, the confidence, even if it's a false confidence, will get you, what you want. We reward that in life, in this life, in the mortal life. We reward that with money, with jobs, with even blue ribbons and gold medals sometimes. Is it an act of courage to lean into the I don't know? Is it to seek what you don't know? Is it a courageous act, or is that too much of come from a belief system? I'm just trying to make it tangible because
yes.
in this,
See, right now, do I know you are Matthew, I wouldn't dare try the second name.
McConaughey.
McConaughey.
Rhymes with what would Madonna say?
So, so I know you're Matthew McConaughey, but do I know you? I don't know. I know you because when I see a person, I know many things that I know, I need to know to interact, to be with them and everything. But do you know some life absolutely? You do not know. So with the I do not know does not mean you are ignorant. I do not know simply means that maybe right now I'm seeing the surface, I'm always willing to look deeper and deeper and deeper. But the moment I say, oh, I know what's Matthew, he's a file in my mind, it's finished. So, I do not know does not mean that it's ignorance. See, we must understand this. See, however much knowledge you have, even if you have digested the libraries on this planet, still what you know in this cosmic space is a minuscule. But our ignorance is boundless. So the whole yogic system always identifies with ignorance. Because if I identify with my ignorance, then whether I am awake or asleep, my intelligence is always on, it never sleeps. The moment I say I know, my intelligence goes to sleep, it gets lazy. This is essentially determining what is the quality of your life. So do not ever let your intelligence go to sleep by saying, I know something. Do you know a blade of grass? I'm asking all the top scientists on the planet. Do we really know a blade of grass? Absolutely. We do not know. As you look deeper and deeper and deeper into it, there's more and more and more to it. See, the top scientists in the world have openly saying, we not only do not know, we will never know, all right? So this is does it mean these people are ignorant people? No, they may have more knowledge than most people on the planet, but they are saying this because they have looked deep enough into life. And if you look deep enough into life, you will naturally see what you know is a minuscule, what you do not know is an endless possibility. So do you want to take away the boundless possibility because you know a spot?
I don't know is not ignorance, it's an endless possibility.
Ignorance is a boundless thing, knowledge is a very limited thing.
Fun, fun. That's what this sounds like, fun. The adventure. Can you open up your definition of expansion? What most people would say would be your teaching, you call it technology. That clicks with me too. But can you open up to talk about your definition of expansion for us? Everything, right?
See, before that, what you referred to as technology, why this is technology is, see, if I give you a belief system, you may believe it, you may not believe it. If I give you a teaching, you may like it, you may not like it. If you give a philosophy, you may agree with it, you may not agree with it. Now I give you a technology. All you have to do is learn to use it. Whoever learns to use it, for them it'll work, it's as simple as that. So, it doesn't matter, right now, some people were complaining when that ISIS war was going on in Syria and Iraq. In America, some people that I know were complaining, can you believe it, they're using our iPhones and doing all these attacks. I said, this is technology. Whoever learns to use it, it'll work. You don't have to say any of your religious slogans to make it work. You learn to use it, it works. So this is… yoga is a technology, you just learn to use it. It doesn't matter who you are, what you believe, what you don't believe, all this doesn't matter. You just learn to use it, it will work. So what is expansion? See, word yoga means this. Well, you already came to a little verbal meaning of that, which simply means union, or actually that other definition you said, I'm sorry, I'm neither Latin nor Greek. So you said
Religion.
something about yoking, all right?
To bind together again.
To bind together. The word yoga literally, if you go back to its original meaning, it means to yoke. You yoke together. See, right now what yoking means is, see, when you sit here, you are an individual person. This is why I said the greatest magnanimity of creation is, it gave us an individual experience. There are swarms of insects here. For them, they don't have an individual experience, they experience themselves as a swarm, as a species. But we experience ourselves as an individual. Unfortunately, instead of enjoying this privilege, we have made this into a point of conflict between each other all the time, me versus you. But this is the greatest privilege that we can sit here. I want you to just imagine, suppose you looked at you or me from, let's say, Galaxy Z. What are we? Even through a telescope or a microscope, we are not visible. It doesn't matter what they have, we are not visible. We're such a tiny speck of dust, literally. But we have an individual experience, it's not a small thing. We can look at the universe and wonder what this is all about. This is not a small thing. So this individual experience or the sense of being an individual, when you take it too seriously, then you get lost. Then you have to yoke with the creation. You have to become one with it. Only then you know life, otherwise you are misunderstanding your psychological world as existential. Right now, this is all the problem with human beings. Somehow nature trusted that if we give you so much intelligence, you will make the best out of it. Tell me, Matthew, in your experience or in anybody's experience, does intelligence spell solutions or problems? Intelligence means solutions, isn't it? Unfortunately, today it's human intelligence which is causing all the problems, simply because we are too stuck with our individuality. We don't understand this is just a privilege. Tomorrow morning if they bury us in the land, we will become one with everything, all right? All this countless number of peoples who walked this planet and they also thought they are great people, where are they? All topsoil right now. You and me also will be topsoil unless some friends choose to bury you real deep, thinking you may raise from the dead, you know fearing rather. So I'm saying, we are anyway part of this. Without taking a breath, we cannot live. Without food, water, we cannot live. Without constant interaction, we cannot live. But we are acting like concrete block individuals. We are absolutely individual. Yoga means you obliterate the boundary of your individuality so that you experience your universality. Once you experience your universality, if I experience everything around me here, everybody around me here as a part of myself, after that, do I need any morality? Does somebody has to tell me, don't drop them, don't kill them, don't do this, don't do that? Once I've experienced something as a part of myself, with that I have no conflict. This is yoga. See, right now, for example, these 5 fingers, I have 5 more, okay, I'm only showing you 5. These 5 fingers, you also have 5, not bad. So, these 5 fingers, right now I experience them very much as a part of myself. But this is just the food I've eaten. Food I've eaten means it's just the soil that I'm walking upon right now, it's just a piece of the planet. But right now, this is very much me. In my experience, this is totally me. Now, why is this so? See, right now, there's a glass of water here. The water in this glass, is this me? No. If I drink it, will it become me? Of course. More than 70% of my body is water. So what is it that happened? All that happened was, as you have a physical body, you have a sensory body. Your sensory body is the boundaries of who you are. See, if you touch your you do this, Matthew, with your right hand, just touch your left hand. Is that you? 100%, isn't it? Touch the chair on which you're sitting, is that you?
No.
Now, how do you know? It's just that here there are sensations, here there are no sensations. So essentially what you're saying is, what is within the boundaries of my sensation is me. What is outside the boundaries of my sensation is not me. So, the sensory body has a presence of its own. We can just do this experiment right now. Just close your eyes, just for 20 seconds, briskly rub your hands like this. Hold them about 3 to 4 inches away from each other. Something happening between them, isn't it?
Yes.
So, what is happening is just that because of exuberant movement, now your sensory body expands. So, you know why people are rubbing each other all the time? Because somebody who is not you, you begin to experience them as a part of yourself, maybe momentarily, but it happens. So right now what yoga means is, you sit here without any outside activity, just sit here and make your life energy so exuberant and active that your sensory body expands. If your sensory body expands to the size of the room in which you're sitting, you will experience everything around you as a part of yourself. If your sensory body expands like the universe, then we say you are a yogi. That means you become one with everything. Today, if you go to a yoga program in a studio, people are calling themselves yogis, that's not what it means. It means that you obliterated the boundaries of your individuality and you became one with everything in your experience. Even if this happens for a few moments in your life, after that you are never the same again. Because everything that you see, man, woman, child, tree, animal, bird, everything, somewhere deep inside you know this is part of me. When you know this, You don't have to be driven by commandments or morals or values or ethics, no. You are running out of your humanity, the life that you are, and that's the way you should be. If your humanity is dead, then you need lot of morality. If your humanity is alive and overflowing, everything will be fine, you will do the best that is for yourself and everybody around you, and we would completely live a different life.